Hi folks, just a quick update on Bleeper bike. There's three little snippets of news I want to talk about briefly, so let's get to it. First of all, I'll just unlock this Bleeper here and get it going. So the first change here is the seat post is now longer. Not all of the fleet have been done yet, but the rest of them are in progress, and hopefully by the end of June they're going to have them all finished. I'm almost 6'2", or 186, 187 centimeters, and you can see it's up to my hip. I'm going to test it here now at about 80%, and then I'm going to come back in a bit and raise it. And you can tell the difference that this is one with the extended seat post by there's little laser etching numbers on the front of the seat post. It's actually greased up there, so you can't see them as well on camera, but if you look closely you'll see there's a 1 to 10 and a little set of lines, and that's how you know it's an extended one. And the difference is quite significant. So if you're taller, if you're above sort of 5'6" or whatever, you definitely want to find a bike that has it. Unfortunately, the app can't tell you which ones are yet, but soon they'll all be capable of being taller, so that's fine. Right now I'm running at the 80% seat post height, and you can see that it's not quite extending my legs, which isn't ideal. Obviously you want to have your legs almost straight, so here we go, raise it up a bit further, and then you'll see in a second, now my extension's pretty good, not perfect, but pretty good. And I can sit back a little bit on the saddle to make it a little bit better. For utility commuter bike, that's fine, you're not doing any races on it, so who cares. So that's pretty good. The next piece of news is, last time I talked about the tires or the rolling resistance and I wasn't sure what was going on there. It turns out that what I missed was that the tires are airless. They're not designed to ever be pumped or maintained, which is kind of curious considering the tires actually say inflate to 45 to 65 psi, even though you would never inflate them. They're solid rubber tires. But obviously the Chinese company just copied a mold from some other tire. This is kind of a big limitation. It really makes them a short trip bike. Unfortunately, they're placed outside the central core where Dublin bikes are, where longer trips are more likely, but they're still only good for short trips. They are good for short trips, but they're really only for short trips, because airless tires are just tiring, no pun intended, to cycle. That's basically it. Just for the hell of it, I decided to try and sprint down a straight piece of road. It's only about 500 meters long, and Strava thought I was doing about 130 watts. Realistically, me going full blast is more like 250 to 300 watts. So that kind of shows the loss you're getting going from a normal bike to a bike like this. The last bit of news is now Bleeper bike and Urbo are official and rolling out throughout the city. Well, Urbo actually hasn't launched any bikes yet, but they've got the license, as Bleeper have too. That also means a lot more Sheffield stands, but it also means a lot more bikes in the city, so we'll see how that dynamic works out. But there's potential there, and there's also potential for a new video to see how Bleeper, Dublin bikes and Urbo compare when Urbo fully launches, which is hopefully soon. P.S. Free the bloody cycle lanes.